it may look as if nature did Central Park, but during the American Revolution, the British controlled the island of Manhattan, and they cut down every tree on the island. They needed the wood to keep themselves warm in the winter, and also to take care of the ships that had brought them here. So Central Park is, you know, New York has a lot of nicknames. I bet you know a lot of them already from movies and television, because whenever they raced their horses here, they won more money. The best prizes for horse racing were here, so they got paid better. So just like an apple was a treat for a horse, so it was a treat for them to race here. So they called it the Big Apple, because they got paid better. Do you know what music began in New Orleans? Jazz. And the jazz musicians used to hang out with the horsing people, and then the newspaper writers and sports and entertainment popularized it. Here to the left, this column, Columbus Circle. You know when you read a map, and it's so many thousands of miles from New York to Madrid, from New York to Mexico City, from New York to Caracas, we're going to go along Central Park South. And you have to have a point from which to measure. And in New York, you measure from this column right here on the left. And this is where Broadway and 8th Avenue cross. This is 8th Avenue down here to the right. The building with the white spike in the distance is the New York Times. And here's Broadway. Yes. Here's Broadway going off to the right here. Broadway is a collection of old Indian paths, diagonal up and down the island. So here's Central Park, right here to the left. And this is the southern end of Central Park. You can rent a horse and carriage, like here to the left, $54 for 20 minutes, and then $20 for each additional 10 minutes, and they'll take up to 4 people at a time, maybe 5. And here's just as much as we have vehicle gridlock. Look to the right, look in the distance where all the lights are. See them? That's Times Square. That's Times Square. We'll go there after we go to the top of the rock. So we're heading to Rockefeller Center, and when we get out, I'm going to take you to where we get in line to get our tickets for going to the observation deck. You'll line up against the wall. Try to stay to one side because the sidewalks are very busy. I know. The trick when you hear a siren in New York is figuring out where it's coming from. There's a donut sale somewhere. Look at one of the people that owns this building coming up on the right. See it way in the distance? Yeah. That's the World Trade Center. The island is shaped like an ocean liner, like a boat. And all the way down at the tip is where the black glass building, 2 blocks down here to the right.
I know, I tried to get out of there.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. And that's the building where Mr. Trump's apartment is, and this is it. And so it's very important that we all stay together. And I'll go and get your tickets, then I'll give them to you, and then the guard will let us in groups. You'll go up to the 2nd floor. You will go through security. You can leave whatever you'd like on the bus. If you have bags or anything like that, if you want to leave it on the bus, that's fine. Mary stays with them. And right after you go through security, and then you will go up in an elevator and look at the top, look at the ceiling of the elevator, because as you north, south, east, and west, the island goes north and south. We're going south now. North is behind us. East is off to the right. West is off to the right. East is off to the left. Look to the left. Here's Tiffany.